Hello, my fellow gamers, and welcome to this list of 15 new upcoming party-based tactical RPGs for 2022 and beyond. I will present to you games from both AAA and indie developers, some of which are long-awaited sequels, while others are games with a brand new story and lore. There will be something for everyone, be you a Warhammer, Marvel, fantasy, sci-fi, or history fan. My name is Fuzzerino, and I'm the newest host here on Peter's channel. This showcase is just a part of a long line of videos in which you can see and learn about all the most anticipated strategy games, but also rare indie gems. Full playlist is linked up here and below. First off, we have a game whose lore is based on one of the most popular franchises, Warhammer 40,000. The developers from Complex Games are making Chaos Gate Daemon Hunters, a tactical turn-based RPG where you lead an elite group of space marines across the galaxy to bring lethal force to bear against agents of chaos. The game features base building mechanics such as constructing facilities and doing in-house research to unlock powers and abilities for your squad. Each character can be fully customized, and there are 4 hero classes they can specialize into. True to the franchise, the fast-paced tactical combat has over-the-top gory kills complete with a cinematic camera. The in-game environment is fully destructible, thus allowing for strategic creativity with your troops. There is a vast variety of weapons, both melee and ranged, with which to combat demon hordes in style. Unlike similar tactical turn-based games like XCOM, Daemon Hunter tries to reduce the chances of things going wrong by introducing a precision targeting system. This allows you to better plan your actions during each turn. If you're a fan of Warhammer 40,000, then the narrative Journey of the Grey Knights might be perfect for you to jump in on. But if you are less interested in the future and more excited about the past, then War Tales by Shiro Games is a better fit for you. Set in medieval times, this open-world RPG features party management, tactical battles, and exploration of gigantic landscapes. War Tales will appeal to those who like the gritty realism of Battle Brothers but prefer games with better-looking graphics and visuals. The game starts in a lawless land where you can recruit companions who fight by your side and help you complete contracts. You have to pay attention to outfitting, training, and developing your party, as each member will have a different set of skill and expertise. The game world features multiple types of terrain such as snow-capped mountains, grassy plains, and dusty deserts. There are many points of interest that you can visit and interact with, as well as violent encounters which play out on whatever terrain is present in that part of the world. You will undoubtedly enjoy many hours of fun leading your own band of mercenaries across the map. In case it's not the past or the future which interests you, but the present, then Jagged Alliance 3 is your pin in the grenade. Developed by Haemimont Games, this tactical turn-based RPG transports you to the country of Grand Chien, and in the middle of the military coup. The president is nowhere to be found, and it is your job to hire the most compatible group of mercenaries from across the world and lead a mission to locate him. This virtual country is beautifully crafted with a realistic graphical style and a plethora of locations for you to explore and fight across. Like other open structure RPG games, your decisions have consequences, and the outcome of the campaign rests in your hands. There is a vast arsenal of weapons for you to salvage, loot, and equip on your mercenaries. You can specialize their roles by choosing from among a variety of perks. Playing Jagged Alliance 3 also involves strategic decision making, as you can capture territory, train the locals to fight back against the paramilitary forces, and even deploy multiple teams to different locations. This game world is alive, and it will react to your every decision and action. Another title set in the past is Expeditions Rome by developers at Logic Artists. In this tactical RPG, you step into the shoes of a young legatus looking to make his mark on the world. The historically inspired storyline promises a lot of drama and political intrigue, and all of it is beautifully voiced. You not only get to adventure with 5 companions, complete with unique personalities and backstories, but also lead your legions across 3 campaigns in North Africa, Gaul, and Greece. Army Command is a new feature in this strategy subgenre, but we saw something similar in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Here you capture regions to earn resources so as to recruit and develop your troops. Your own character as well as companions gain experience and level up within the metagame character tree, which helps you to choose special roles. The graphics look amazing, with each 3D character model being carefully crafted, and the core combat systems seem to be very robust. If you've played the previous games in the series, then you will know that this franchise has some of the best storylines in which your decisions have significant consequences. There are also multiple hidden locations for you to discover as you explore the map. We should expect nothing less from this expedition to Rome. For those of you who have been waiting patiently unfortunately, to see some fantasy on this list, here is a Dark Envoy developed by Event Horizon. It is set in a world where the humans clash against the old races, technology is pit against magic, and neither side is right or just. You play as siblings who are not just war refugees, but also relic hunters, traveling the world in their skyship, exploring mythical locations in search of unique artifacts. The world map is dynamic and changes over time to make your travels harder. It also features a large pool of quests and 15 biomes to visit. Along with main and side quests, there are also ever-changing dungeons you can explore for unique rewards. Party-based battles are fought out in real time, but with a tactical slowdown option to issue commands. It's not exactly turn-based, but only by a hair. There are 4 base classes with 16 specializations to choose from depending on your playstyle, while you can also recruit companions to aid you in your journey. The game features a co-op mode in which you can share this journey with a friend. Dark Envoy has a rich non-linear storyline with high-quality graphics. It blends modern concepts with traditional mechanics of this genre to create a unique RPG experience for its players. If you happen to be a Marvel fan and would like to experience a turn-based game with superheroes, then Marvel's Midnight Suns will satisfy your cravings. This graphically gorgeous game features fully voiced interactions and has you playing as Hunter, the first fully customizable Marvel superhero. This is such a monumental undertaking that no wonder the developer picked for this game is Firaxis. With a supernatural and mystical setting, the game pits you against your own mother, who is an undefeatable force of evil hell-bent on unleashing her demonic master on the world. Team up with your favorite superheroes like Iron Man, Wolverine, and Captain America as you explore this darker aspect of the Marvel Universe. The game features turn-based tactical engagements against multiple types of enemies, in which you have access to a third-person perspective in an immersive battlefield. There are multiple locations to fight across, but the main attraction seems to be hanging out with your superpals at your base and engaging in witty banter, just like in the movies. If you're a player who likes the might and magic setting, then look no further than Lost Eidolons. This turn-based RPG, developed by Ocean Drive Studio Inc., has you playing as a small-town mercenary who leads a rebellion against the Empire to free his land. The game not only has you recruiting and developing heroes to fight alongside you, but also has you mastering and training a full army. A story-driven campaign lets you fight across the land in combat based on classic turn-based grid battles. Magic is elemental, and its casting depends on the type of terrain you are battling on. There are infinite combinations and counters for you to mold the engagement to your advantage. There are more than 20 unique characters you can recruit and assign them roles or jobs to fulfill in your camp. Interacting with them as well as other elements of your camp in between battles lets you gain their loyalty and level up your army. Lost Eidolons features exquisitely detailed 3D models with a third-person view, battles with cinematic cameras capturing your actions, and a powerful soundtrack orchestrated by veterans of the industry. All of this promises to completely transport you into the world of might and magic. Another title looking to take you into a fantasy world is The Iron Oath. This pixel art turn-based tactical RPG focuses less on graphics and more on combat gameplay and immersive decision making. The game sets you up as the manager of a mercenary company who recruits and trains a roster of fighters while managing finances and supplies. Developed by Curious Panda Games, it is set in a vast and dynamic world with 5 different regions and biomes. Each playthrough can span across centuries and see the rise and fall of multiple factions and cities. Forge political connections and grow influence and popularity of your mercenary company by taking on contracts and choosing sides. The game promises in-depth decision-making which affects your mercenaries, their personas, and the fame of your company. These decisions will also impact the overall world as you journey through it. Each fighter will have a different background, and as they rank up, you can specialize them into roles to serve your needs better. The characters interact with one another and even weigh in on decisions you have to make. What sets it apart from games like Mountain Blade and Battle Brothers is its larger scale and time scale, along with a fixture of magic and special abilities in combat. Before I continue the rest of the games on this list, and if you've been enjoying this video, I hope you won't mind me asking you to hit that like button, comment about which games look good to you, and subscribe to see more videos like this one in the future. Let's now look at more indie titles in this genre which show a lot of promise. First off is Klotzen Panzer Battle, a turn-based strategy game set in World War II across multiple grand operations. The developers of Maxim Games have modeled it along the lines of Panzer Generals, so you get to marshal the might of German forces in a hex-based map and replay key moments in history or play out what-if situations. A massive branching campaign, an extremely challenging and aggressive AI, and a unique supply system are the main attractions of this game. Klotzen Panzer Battle features over 600 unique types of naval, air, infantry, and motorized units, each customizable with unique skills, traits, and flaws. It rewards micromanaging your troops and paying attention to detail. You can also create unique generals with different personality traits to provide your troops with bonuses on the field. You will negotiate with high command between battles to access better equipment, veteran troops, and more capable commanders as you progress. There will be 40+ alternative history scenarios as well as a scenario editor for you to create your own. Multiplayer game modes include local hot seat and online battles. Next up we have an indie title which doesn't look like one, and by the time you're watching this video will have launched into early access. Rise of Humanity by the developers of Cybernetic Walrus is a tactical turn-based deck building game set in a dystopian future where a rogue AI has taken over the world. You have to lead your band of 4 lovable misfits in an attempt to save the world. With each character bringing something different to the table, you have to synergize their skills and abilities to beat the hordes of bots, drones, and robot puppies you encounter. Like traditional deck builders, you collect cards to upgrade and strengthen your abilities and build decks for your characters. The game also features a system of drops where you get special benefits by collecting items on the field. Along with basic story mode campaign, there are also daily challenges with daily monthly leaderboards to prove yourself on. This game has a Road to Eden vibe about it and boasts a beautifully designed world with top-of-the-line visuals, promising to immerse you in this bleak and scary future. Another title with a futuristic and also cyberpunk setting is Biosynth Rising, whose developers at Neptune Games tried their hand at Kickstarter, but we hope they find a publisher now. It is a single-player classic RPG where you recruit companions and lead a party of 4 as you play out the storyline. There are multiple classes you can play as, each with 3 skill trees allowing you to specialize into roles or create hybrids to suit your playstyle. The game promises an in-depth storyline with crazy plot twists and an omnious villain. There is a lot of freedom choices, but there is also a reputation system along with global as well as faction popularity ratings, which influence your available quests. The immersive world is filled with a lot of lore and characters, ranging from bounty hunters to celebrities and leaders who will meet you during your journey. What's unique about this world is that the robots have free will and personalities as well as rights comparable to humans. Combat is turn-based and features a destructible environment and encounters across multiple height levels. There is a heavy focus on skills and a plethora of possible actions in combat. This amounts to a combat system with deep strategic decision-making. Let's turn back to the past now with the Kingsless Land, whose developer at Card9 is quite silent, but we can hope he comes through with this game. It is an open world war game where you build up your army and set out to conquer new lands. You get to choose from 6 different heroes, each with their own unique skills and abilities, and set out on your own journey across a map where multiple feudal lords are vying for the throne after the sudden demise of the king. You will travel the land in real time as you discover location, accept quests, and resupply your army. The game has you not only focus on strategic turn-based combat between army stacks, but also forging alliances and dividing conquered land amongst your vassals so as to build their loyalty and consolidate your power. Each battle is affected by weather, landscape, time of day, and the skills and abilities your hero possesses. The game promises a sophisticated AI which challenges you not only in battle but also in strategic campaigns. All this builds towards a compelling and immersive narrative where you can interact with lords as well as bandits and even get your hero married. Speaking of an immersive experience, Book of Aliens by Think Trunk is a game set completely inside a pop-up book, a paperverse if you may. This allows for a very different 2D art style and minimalistic tactics and strategy game. Here you lead a team of international scientists and military agents against an alien invasion originating from under the Earth's surface. The game is inspired by the Micropurse UFO Enemy Unknown. It will have multiple game modes to play in. Battle also involves card-based mechanics where skills and abilities are drawn from a deck and are of varying rarity and strength. There is also a feature to choose the length of each mission so that you can tailor play sessions according to the time you have available. available without compromising the integrity of the gameplay. Maps are procedurally generated, so no two playthroughs of any level are going to be the same. Tactical turn-based battlefield combat is complemented by a global defense gameplay and sees you protecting innocents while discovering the source of the alien threat. Another title with a bright and colorful hand-drawn art style is Reverie Knights Tactic, by a development studio with a cool name, 40 Giants Entertainment. This turn-based tactical RPG plays out on a 2D isometric grid layout and has you leading your own team of 4 characters on a journey to discover a long-lost city. Each character has distinct skills and abilities, and their performance, attributes, and accessories can be customized to allow for multiple battle strategies. Every battle scenario has environments which can be manipulated to your advantage, and each encounter will have a different layout, increasing replayability. Reverie Knights is set in a fantasy world, so you have access to many spells to cast against the otherworldly enemies you will encounter. The game features a crafting mechanic which significantly affects your hero stats and a heavy focus on exploring an expansive map to discover quests, puzzles, and dungeons. The storyline is highly affected by your decisions, and there are multiple interactions such that the game feels like a visual novel unfolding. There are elements of party management in the game, and you need to properly maintain supplies and equipment as you explore the land. Next up, we have a unique mixture of magic and realism in Tactical Breach Wizards by another interestingly named studio, Suspicious Developments. This is a small-scale turn-based tactics game where you play as a modern-day wizard in Kevlar armor. Tactically breach and clear room after room of armed enemies with clever spells and abilities as you infiltrate a secure building. Build up a synergy between your wizards by unlocking unique skills as abilities while gaining experience in figuring out the most effective plan of action. In this tactical puzzle game, one wrong move can spell the end for you. Initially, you face off against enemies with modern-day weapons, but as you progress, you will come across magic-wielding opponents too. The game is designed as a story-driven campaign with branching dialogues between battles where you chat about the next objective and learn more about your teammates. The game is completely focused on small-scale tactics with no grand strategy or base building, and even features a rewind mechanic, allowing you to correct mistakes and to see how different decisions will play out. This visually minimalistic and quirky game is sure to feel very challenging yet rewarding to its players. I truly hope you have found more than one game that you will want to add to your wishlist during this video showcase. On this channel, we cover all strategy subgenres, as you can see by the videos displayed as cards on the screen. Each one will lead you to discover many more new games. I want to thank you for watching and wish you happy gaming.